Okay. All right. Well, welcome, guys. It is Monday. It is February 20th. And happy February 20th. We have 8 days left in an awesome month. And you guys have had some really serious momentum going on. It's been a while since I have done like a Zoom call. With you guys on my own because we've been pretty much hopping on Breeze for the most part. But I wanted to take an opportunity to kind of go through with you guys. She's on vacation this week, and so she's not doing a Zoom call this week. And I was like, I need to just like talk to you guys all at one time in one space because I've gotten some systems from her that have been awesome and super duper helpful. And I've been kind of implementing them with you guys one-on-one on the side a lot. And I just felt like we needed a cohesive time to kind of get together where I could go through them all with you. So you can kind of all see it in one spot. So I had my little seventh grader kind of put a little thing together so we can go through them and I can show you what they look like. And this might go a little bit longer than normal because it is a bigger deal, but I promise you it'll be worth it. And we can, I'll try to go as quickly as I can. So the systems that have been putting so many people into momentum. Okay. I feel like for the longest time, systems has been something that we have had glimpses of, we have had bits and pieces of. But the breakdown, I feel like for myself in the past handful of months, I've been in a month or in just a season of just preparation, I felt like, and a lot of Brienne's things and some of Krista's Deary's things like have just shed a lot of light on things for me into my areas. And I'm just feel really thankful and blessed that we're able to glean from them and grow from them and use them into our own businesses. So, okay. So here's our 4 solid systems that we have, okay, within Plexus. And the thing is that all of these systems are the same all the time, but what's different is how your brain works. So like you might like to keep a system for yourself inside inside your phone notes, whereas another person might like to keep it like visibly tangibly on paper in a binder. Another person might really like to use boards. Another person might like to use it into the wellness warriors, like in the album section, which I have to update, by the way. However it works for you in storing for your mind and your brain and how you work best and most efficiently is completely fine. There's not any right or wrong answer. Sometimes you might do a hodgepodge of things, but the systems are all the same no matter what. Okay, we have a solid recruiting system and we have a solid onboarding system, a solid customer care system, and a solid opportunity system. And I need to tell you that these systems have become streamlined and they're very, very simple now. And they're just, touch points and very systematic to keep everything really cohesive and to keep everything flowing really, really well. So the first one I'm going to break them down so you can see how they all work individually. The first one is recruitment. Okay. So when you're recruiting, not everybody is going to be comfortable doing a social media post. Okay. So this is something that I use, and I use it with people even now, 6.5 years in, it still works. Obviously, when you're looking at these, you can screenshot these if you're doing them, and I will, anything that's on here, I have posted my notes on my phone as well, so I can have that all input into our pages so you can store it how you want. I'm not super awesome at boards yet, so I don't have all of this in boards. I think some of it is because Andrea is really good at boards. but not all of it is, because there's been some things that have been like updated and improved. So, okay, system number one is recruitment. So the first thing when you're doing a reach out, here is the generalized verbiage. Hey there, I hope you're doing well and having a great week or weekend. Obviously, if it's Saturday or something, you'd want to change that. You may have seen me sharing about natural supplements I've been taking the last several months. Obviously, if it's a newbie, you can help them tweak that, right? That have helped me with energy, mood, hormones, digestive issues, or whatever it is that it's helped you with. You can edit. It may or may not be for you, but I love sharing with people because I love helping people feel their best as they go through life. Would you be open to hearing about how it might help you too? Okay. Then person on the other end will either A, say, yes, I'd love to hear more, or B, they might ignore you. In fact, I get ignored constantly. Okay. I get ignored constantly. Do not think that that is abnormal. It's totally normal and it has nothing to do with you. But I'm not going to go into that right now because we'll never get through this otherwise. Or they might say, no, thank you. If they say no, thank you, just say, thank you so much for responding. If anything ever changes, I'm here for you and I would love to help you. Just let it go. It's fine. Right. If they ghost you and ignore you, we'll help you in the moments of what to do with that. And if they say yes, I'm going to show you in a second what to do with that as well. Okay. Step number 2 in your recruitment. This step might be avoided with some people if they are not interested in making a Facebook post. But step 2 is making a Facebook post. Okay. So you want to make sure to intentionally watch for the post activity. So you have a person that's like, yeah, I'll make a post. You're going to want to watch it because it's important that you're keeping an eye on and engaging with it for the algorithm for Facebook. So people might like it. They might comment. And then the person that you're helping if you sponsor them or you're doing it yourself, they may or may not know what to do with that. And if we don't know that they're posting or we don't have an eye on the post, we can't help them. Okay. So it's time sensitive. So when you make a post and somebody likes it or somebody comments, if they don't comment, that doesn't mean they're not interested. If they liked it, they're in support of it. And you have permission to reach out to them in a way that's gentle. Okay. So you're going to want to make sure to keep an eye on that. Step number 3, respond to the post comments. So, and if you are walking through this with a person, this is going to fall into the last tier of like guiding them and leading them and all of that. But this would apply for you yourself. This would also apply with somebody that you're guiding. Okay. And this is what you would say. Hey, thank you so much for supporting my post. It can be scary putting yourself out there. I'm so excited you're open to hearing more because I could really use the support and accountability. Just something short and sweet like that on the comments. Okay. Then number 4, responding to the likes. Okay, that's going to go, hey, thank you so much for supporting my post. It can be really scary putting yourself out there. I'd love to hear if you're open to hearing more about this. I'd be so encouraged to gain support and accountability. What are your thoughts? So it's very step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. We can get real lost in the adjectives and hopping back and forth on things. And so I'm trying to make this very simple and fluid for you guys. Okay, so that's next. In the recruitment, this is a very, 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 very important step that people don't always do, but I promise you it makes a world of difference. And that is step 5, the 3-way support implementation. Okay, so now let's say the person is like, yeah, I would love to hear more. Sure, I'd be open to hearing more. Okay, you're going to say, would it be okay with you? And you are going to ask. I know in years past, people have said, normalize it. Don't ask them, just put them in a 3-way. The things change, kind of like when you go to the doctor, they change on their ideas of things all the time. That's this way in anything really. But now the thought is that it builds trust if you ask permission. And so just say, would it be okay with you? And I just have an example in here. Would it be okay with you if I add my friend Kim to our chat? She's a teacher and a mom of 4 kids who introduced me to Plexus. She's been guiding people for over 6 years in this, and I love her heart for helping others. Would that be okay with you? If they say no, It's okay. Okay. Then just say no problem. I understand. And then you will just screenshot and we'll help you with how to guide and support them. Number 6 is open up the 3-way message, assuming they say yes. Let's pretend you're the one doing it. Like you're going to open it up. Hey, so-and-so, this is my friend. Like just do a little introduction. Okay. And then if I'm the one, I would then go and introduce myself, not talking about the products yet. So we're not going to just jump right into that and barrel on through. We're going to offer help if they want help, but we're keeping it in their court. So I would say something simple like, I'm Kim. It's really nice to meet you. So-and-so has told me a little bit about you. I'm happy to chat and see if I can help. Tell me what made you intrigued about so-and-so's journey, or tell me what made you intrigued about so-and-so's post. What areas do you feel like you're not feeling your best in? And then just leave it. So many times we want to fill in the gaps and like hover over the quiet, just let them answer the question. Okay. And they will respond. Then when they do respond, you want to make them feel heard and you want to empathize with how they're really feeling. So if they, because I know like, and I can imagine like when a doctor hears a person's sick, they hear it so much all the time that they get a little bit numb to it. It becomes like second nature, right? I have a friend that works in the breast cancer clinic and she gives diagnoses all day long for breast cancer patients just to deliver the news to them. And she's like, I get a little bit numb to it because I'm so used to it. So really try to dial in on that empathy and remember how you felt in that way and just relate to them. Say something like, gosh, I hate that. I really remember feeling like that too. So I can relate. Can I share my story with you about how bad I felt? Okay. And if they say yes, share a brief story, not a super long book, but a brief story. I have my story. I don't have it typed in here, but if you want it, I can send it to you. And then you share your brief story. Okay. After you're done sharing your brief story, then you ask. Okay. So you don't just barrel right into recommendations. You ask them first because that builds trust again. So then you say, so you already asked them like what was keeping them from feeling their best. So you already know a little bit, but now you're asking them a deeper level of the question. Like what kind of daily struggles are you having from not feeling your best? So they might be experiencing fatigue. And because they're tired all the time, they can't play with their kids. Like what are they experiencing as a struggle from not feeling your best? How would you ideally like to feel? Let them answer that and then put the ball in their court, and say, would you be open to letting me make a recommendation to you about what products might be helpful for you? And they'll say, yeah, I would love that. I've never had anybody say no since I've been doing this bullet point system. Okay. And we've been doing this kind of all along, you guys, but I feel like we've been doing it intuitively. And I think it needs to really be like, if you follow this exactly like this, honestly, I would say 9 out of people are starting doing it this way, just by keeping it very straightforward. So ask them if they would be offered to make a recommendation. Now, where I'm talking about the strength of a 3-way, okay, I will give an example right here. Okay, Misty Richmond is underneath Allison Hildebrand. Okay, Allison is Misty's sponsor. Misty, let's pretend Misty reached out to her friend. Okay, Misty can just go, oh, I totally get it. Yes, yeah, girl, yeah. Like, just like encouraging her, cheering her on, supporting her, being her friend. Even if Misty is like the most knowledgeable, smart, which she is very knowledgeable, by the way, but like if she was like doing Plexus for 30 years and like the smartest Plexus guru on the planet, it is still good for Misty to be the encourager and then Allison to be the educator, because you want your sponsor to support and encourage you. And then ideally the system is so that their person is the educator. Okay. Now, every once in a while, you're going to have a person that doesn't have a sponsor that's either working the business or not they're just not in that space to do the educating. That's fine. Dial into somebody that is. It's okay, right? So that's how it goes, and that's why it's so important to do that. That is the importance of it right there, is so that you can kind of fall into those roles. It's not because you don't know the information, it's because the sponsor's role really is to be the encourager and supporter, and then the next tier up should be the educator. And then duplicating that down is a really beautiful thing. Like, you look in the school system where I would work, you're not going to be the janitor, the lunch lady, the teacher, the teacher's aide, the principal. Like, you are the teacher. Like, I'm not going to be the principal. I don't want to be the principal. Like, you have to stay. There's spaces and places that really help it move forward. So I would heavily encourage you to do that. Okay. So then when the person goes and makes the recommendation, you can pull those graphics. They're always in Wellness Warriors under the album section. I think I'll do that for next week. I'm going to update. I've been behind because I've been working on these systems so much, but I will update Wellness Warriors. The graphics are pretty well, but it needs to be cleaned up in there again. And when I do, I will do a Zoom to kind of show you how to go through that if you need the support on that area. Okay. Then you offer to make the recommendation. You're like, okay, this person wants this, this, and this. Awesome. Now you're going to say to them, before step 10 preface, before I make a recommendation, I want you to know that I never want finances to be a reason you don't feel like you can start on your health journey. I pride myself on helping people get their products paid for. We have a simple referral system that helps with that. So you're not asking them to do a business or any of those freaky, scary words. You're just planting a seed right now. So they know, so they're reassured. Then step 10, you're going to send the graphic. I believe that this will help you change from the inside out. It's going to get to the root cause of these issues, so you don't have to feel this way anymore. Now pretend it's a 112 pack. It's $112 this month as your discounted welcome pack. Additionally, I have a discount that will knock 10% off of that today. It includes a 30-day supply, so you're talking about $3.63 a day to start being more present and feeling your best. How does that sound? Now, if you're going to do a 212 pack or one with a reset, you're just going to change that number and then just keep it at like 10%, which we're going to have to possibly change that after SAM 2020 goes out. But for now, that's what we do. Okay. You could change it to it's 212 this month as your pack. Additionally, I have 10% off. And so you could change it like that, but that's what you're going to say. And then you end in, how does that sound? I usually, most of the time, depending on the person's goals, I usually recommend one of the bigger packs first so that they can see a variety of products. And then I scale down. I just say, I want to let you know, like, we have smaller options too. If you're wanting to start at a more conservative, slower paced, we can do that. Would that be better? Like, I can do that. You can do that too. But I generally, most of the time, recommend one of the bigger packs so that they can see the options of the products first, is what I do. Okay. Now they're set. They're in. Okay. They've signed up. Oh, I didn't put this in here, but I'm going to tell you something. So I will tell you, I have not done the whole thing with, what do they call it, where you like share your link and stuff. I haven't done that yet. I haven't dialed into that yet. Falls under Kimmy's non-strength of non-technology. But that is an option that you can do. 99% of the time, this is what I do. I send a little graphic over that says what I need from you. And then I say, and this is why it's really nice too. Like, you're not asking them for their credit card and everything. Like, your sponsor is doing it for you. Right. So that's a really, oh, thanks, Allison. Referral link and share cart. So, yes, I have not done share cart. I have not, because I'm afraid I'll screw it up, but I'll get there, just not today. So what I do is I send the graphic and then I say, hey, these are the things that we need from you to get started, to get the products at your doorstep. I always love to offer customer service as one of the things that I do to help. That way we can make sure all the coupon codes are put in for you. I would be happy to call you and walk you through it over the phone if that feels more comfortable. Otherwise, you can send your info over right here through Messenger or in a text, which would be best. That's what I say. And if you want that verbiage, I can send that too. But then they're all signed up. They're set to go. Like I am telling you, this is working 100%, avoiding the fluff and all of the things. It just keeps it right in there. It's working. It's perfect. Okay. System number 2. So that's system number 1. That's all you need to do for recruiting. Okay. System number 2, we move into onboarding. Okay. So step 1 of onboarding is sending their account information. So after you get them set up, you tell them their ID number, all of that. I have like verbiage on that too, if you want it. But you just make sure basically they have their username, their password, their account ID number, all of that. Then step 2, make sure you add them to Inspiring Wellness. If they are doing a reset, we have a 1, 2, 3 go page. They should be added to as well. And then tell them that you added them to that. And then help them adjust their notifications. So you're going to tell them to like click the little bell so that they don't miss out on anything. Step number 4, send a welcome video. This is what I'm really, really excited to show you guys. And I am going to put all of this. I don't want to screen share one thing at a time because I'll probably kill my computer if I do that, but I can show you at the end. One of the huge blessing from Brienne, and some of you know this, like if you're my level 1, you probably know this. If you're not, you might not have seen these yet, but send the welcome video. It has a whole series of videos that I want to duplicate to make it personalized to our team, but I haven't yet. So I've just been sending hers out, but they're like 4 minutes long. And it's like, hi, welcome to Plexus. You're just waiting for your products right now. And I want to tell you a few things to get that you can look forward to. Like it's really super sweet. So I send that with my onboarding, and she has another little video, and I will have all these links for you so you can organize them how you want, is a perks video, just going through how the perks work. So you're going to send those to, and I don't send this all at one time. So you can have the system in your phone. I have mine in my phone, and it just, what I do is these are all the things I do while they're waiting for their products to come. So like right away, I do the account information and the Inspiring Wellness. Okay. Then I'll tell them about their notifications and I'll send them a welcome video. Then maybe the next day, I'll perks video. Then the next day, I'll be like, hey, depending on what day of the week it is, there's always a welcome to Plexus on Thursday nights. So I tell them that there's a welcome to Plexus call. I follow up on that, encourage that. And then the next day, I send the flip book and the tracker and a success video. There's a video that's like, this is how you're successful. Drink all your water. Like it just goes through that. And then I tell them to tell me when their products come, and then they send the product schedule. Okay. I send the product schedule. And then I ask them how they check for engagement is like, you know, were they able to hop on the call? How have they been doing in the team pages and whatever. And then I present the opportunity again. Like I just say, just so you know, and I have verbiage on that coming up, but that's all I do for my onboarding. Do not send all of that in one shot because the person won't look at any of it and they'll get a deer in the headlights look. And there's a way how you can track this, which I've been doing this with Lori, actually, with somebody that she just signed up and she's like, Kim, don't forget to do this. So you're going to want to track when you've been doing each of these steps, and I'm going to show you what I mean by that, because otherwise you will forget. Okay. So right when I onboard somebody, here's my little notebook. I don't know if you can see that. It's like this, and it's like a teacher thing actually. And it has all of the things on the top. So mine says account information, added to pages, adjusted notifications, sent the welcome video, sent the perks video. And then every time there's somebody new that I've added, or if I'm in a 3-way with Lori or a three-way with, Allison or Misty, or if I'm in a three-way with somebody, I'm going to keep track of that so that they're getting their touch points that they need. I wasn't doing that. And then I was like, oh yeah, like you can't just intuitively think you're going to remember because there's too many people and you'll forget. So just try to really keep track of it. And make sure that you do it while you're waiting for the product so you don't lose sight of it because it's easy to do. All right, system number 3, customer care. I do that in here too. I keep track of that in here as well. The cool thing about this, again, is we have videos now, which I'm really excited to show you guys because not all of you know about the videos that we have. Okay, so within the three-way conversation is where you want to do the customer care. Okay, so send a weekly video for the first 5 weeks. Mark your calendars so you don't forget. So let's say Anna signs up tonight. Okay, you're gonna want to make sure that you make sure she does do all the onboarding, and then right when she starts, that's like her week 1 video will go out to her. Then once a week, you're gonna set your calendar so you don't forget. I send week 2 video. I send week 3 video. I send week 4 video. Yes, I will. I can post my slides for sure. And I have that in here too, so that I remember, like, did I send the week 1 video? Did I send the week 2 video? Did I send the week 3 video? So that they have them and you don't forget, right? So, okay, so you're gonna there's a video once a week for 5 weeks that Brianne's done. We're gonna use hers for now until I don't know, maybe I'll do it on the retreat or something, make all my videos. You guys can video me or something. But for now, we'll just use hers. They're really good. It's like right now you've been working through some detox, and that might be, it's normal. And just make sure they've watched it. And then you can piggyback off of it too, because majority of the time people do need their products adjusted. Okay. A lot of people, what I've been doing is starting with Pink and BioCleanse, and I just let them ride the puppy out on the BioCleanse until their poops are in a good spot. When their poops are like in a good spot, then I start adding in ProBio 5. That's how I've been doing it lately. But you can't adjust if you don't know what's going on, right? And then they quit. So make sure you're in conversation. So in a 3-way conversation, send a weekly video for the first 5 weeks. Mark your calendar so you don't forget. And then there's an opportunity video at the end. And I'm going to show you the series of these videos because they're pretty awesome. But the opportunity video, you're going to say, hey, listen, and you said this already before, so you can change it a little bit. But I want you to know that I never want finances to be a stressor in your health journey. I pride myself on helping people get their products paid for. We have a simple referral system that helps with that. We were voice texting it. So it says underline, underline, underline. With that, you can actually earn whatever the amount of dollars it's supposed to be. So like right now, it's like $150 plus $300, whatever it's going to be. It's supposed to be an underline there for helping 3 friends this month. It's super simple to help others. And we help in a way that's genuine, safe, and natural. Would you be open to me gently guiding you in that? So that'll be the customer care. The customer care piece. It's really simple and really straightforward. Okay. Let's say they say, yes, I am open to doing this, which like Misty said, she was open to doing this, right? So then we have these videos, right, for the business now. And their first one, again, Brianne did these, and they're all like a couple of them are a little longer, like 7 minutes. Most of them are like 3 to 5. So like a getting started video, it's like, welcome, you're open to sharing with your friends. I can tell you, and it's just all of hers are like calm and soothing. They're not scary at all. And this is all done in that 3-way conversation too, because this is just like, and I was just telling somebody about this morning, actually. I think it was Heather Lucas was saying one of her friends was like, no, I don't really want I'm not really open to the opportunity. I don't really have a personality for that, or I don't really know anybody for that. I said, well, what do we do when somebody says that? A lot of times we're like, okay, well, let me know if you change your mind, right? What you want to do instead of that, you want to respect and honor where they are, but you want to help them and challenge them and reframe them. Challenged in a kind, gentle way, of course, but help them reframe it. Like, I understand that. I totally get that. But here's the truth behind it. And then help them see the truth. And that's why a three-way conversation is important too, because in presenting the opportunity, just like presenting the products, you get really good at like saying, like, when they're like, I don't think the products are for me, you're able to, you guys are all able to reframe it and say why they've helped you so much, right? Well, when they say, I don't know enough people, then the person that you're in the three-way with is going to be able to be like, you know what? Like, I didn't think I knew enough people either, but what I do know is this. And then they can fill in the truths in those things and help them reframe rather than just being like, okay, well, let me know, right? That is one area that you guys are getting a lot stronger at. And I think that's part of why, along with these systems, that the growth is really getting bigger. Okay, the second video was the first steps video. Again, you're gonna gauge, this is all individualized. So you're gonna gauge it based on your person, their personality, how sensitive they are, what they're ready for, what they're not ready for. And you can just ask them, like, how's that? Do you want to keep going? Do you want a little bit more? Like, you know, some people are really hungry and like, nope, I want to go to the next video. Nope, let's keep going. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. And other people are like, okay, like, I'm a wet sponge. I've had enough. I can't absorb anymore right now. This is good for now. Right. Number 3 is the launching strong video. I have a document that goes along with that. And number 4 is their best and blessed list with a sheet. So if somebody wants to get started on the business, or I shouldn't call it that, I hate that phrase, but if they're open to the opportunity, and you're going to want to get through those 4 within, I would say, 3 to 7 days, like the steps 1 through 4 for free, or for sure. You want to do those. And their post on Facebook if they're open to doing that, and then just guiding them right in the three-way conversation like you were before. There's a product lineup video, and then there's an impact income video with a document that basically helps them, you know, go through like how much would make a difference on your family right now, and helps them kind of identify and helps you goal set with them and helps them with pacing. So it'll help you with the pacing with them. Then there's a sharing essentials video. So it kind of goes through the products and the ways to order. Those are really straightforward. Okay. Your daily IPA and consistency video, that kind of helps them go through, like, once they've done their best and blessed list, once you know the pace that they want and how much they're wanting and what their goal is, once you're able to identify if they're open to posting on Facebook, then you're going to go through the daily stuff with them and what would be appropriate for them in a week or in a day. And then step 10 goes through social media. I don't always go through all of these with all of the people, but a lot of them I do. 11 is your unique purpose. That has a document. It's really, really good. It talks about like what your strengths are and how to lean into them. Step 12 is your ideal client video. So knowing what kinds of people you really want on board on your team, going after those people that you would love to like lead and foster vision and hope with, to really make an impact in other people's lives. And then there's a little bit more social media. And then step 14 is rank up roadmap. So I can tell you, if you're starring, the ones that are super key would be step 1 and 2, launching strong and best and blessed. Those are the first 4 are really important. Step 5, I don't worry about as much because you have your sponsor in there going through the products, right? Step 6, impact income, really important to do. It helps people to cast their vision. Then step 9, the IPA is really important. And then 11 and 12, your purpose and your ideal client. And then the rank up roadmap. So those are the things that I wanted to go through with you with the systems. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to stop sharing on here. And yes, I will post all of these. Shared with the stuff. Okay. Now can you hear me? Okay. Sorry about that. That was really loud. So a couple tips that I want to tell you. When you are going through the opportunity with people, okay, don't give them Thanksgiving dinner. Okay. They're going to puke it up. Like, what does the baby do when you give them too big of a bottle? They throw up all over, right? So don't give them all of the things at one time. Just show them the next staircase. Okay. That's really, really important. So the first things first, like I have a girl that I have not seen since 8th grade. She messaged me a couple weeks ago to get started. She just got started last week. She sponsored her aunt. I'm walking through the process with her. Still haven't seen her since 8th grade, but we're chatting. I didn't tell her, like, if you bombarded the entire opportunity on somebody, they're going to be like, what? You know? So all you do is you just, if they're like, you just frame it. Like, what if you could get $300 this month and a $150 gift card? Like, how would that look for you? Would that encourage you to have your products covered? Most people are going to be like, yeah. They might have a doubt or a fear, but when you're in a 3-way conversation, you can combat that super simply. Like most people are going to be like, okay, if you help them, it's like, if you help me, I'll do it, right? And you're probably like, well, if my sponsor helps me, I'll help them, right? You guys can do this. So then they get the 3 people, they got their $300, they got $150 gift card. Awesome. Then you know what you do? You don't go, because this is what I found myself doing. I would like hold myself back or hold them back. No, just go to the next spot. Okay, guess what? You just got 3 people. You just made $300. You got a $150 gift card. 3 more people looks like this. It looks like this month. It looks like this bonus. Have your sponsor help you break it down according to month. What do you think about that? And they'll be like, yeah, that's awesome. Right? And then you help them there. Pretty soon, before they know it, they're at super silver or senior silver, and they're doing the same things with you, with their people, helping them get 3, because the process is duplicatable. So now they're senior silvers, and then you just keep going, because so many times I've seen people like hold themselves back. And looking at it, I think it's 2 reasons. Number one, we're afraid of like the opportunity objections, which is alleviated by having people doing it with us in a 3-way conversation. Or number 2, we don't feel solid on our systems. Well, now we have both, you guys. So we're not going to be scared anymore, because we're going to lead into faith. That's what I've been saying. Like this whole fall, I was like, what on earth is going on? Like, I feel like it's like preparation, but for what? And if you guys saw me when I started this out, I was like a hot mess. I didn't have any systems, right? I just winged it. And if I can wing it and get to Emerald winging it, like I think these systems are going to work for people. And they are working. They are. Like it's like God, I really believe that God wants us to use these to increase your confidence and have faith and trust in it, that it's going to help people. And that not you have your support, you have your life vest, you have your system, you have your people doing it with you. So those are my tips. When you're in 3-way conversations, don't be afraid. Don't make it about your fears or your goals for them. Make it about just casting the vision and showing them what can be and what's going to be, and constantly like hyping it up and having the enthusiasm for them that they don't see for themselves yet. Checking for understanding, coming back, getting them engaged, right? Okay, my next top tip and I'm gonna have Lori talk about this in a minute because she did a binder with me. But if you don't have a way of tracking, track in a way that works for you. Okay. Maybe you don't like this kind of stuff. I'm a dorky teacher, so I'm used to teacher grade books. And this is like, it works for me. I like keeping track in a tangible way. Some people like things, I don't know, on a spreadsheet, on a computer. Um, However, it works for you in terms of tracking where you're at with things, in terms of tracking your IPA, in terms of tracking, um, the videos you've sent or where you are in terms of recruitment. However it works, do it. It's fine. There's not one thing. It's like when I was teaching in school, some of the kids in my classroom, when I was doing math class, some of them liked like the hand things, like the visuals. Some of the kids liked doing it on boards. Some kids didn't, they just knew it and wanted to work on their own. However it works, it's fine. Just do it how it works for you. And then the other thing, see, I have in my little notebook right here, I have like right here in the beginning, here's my 7 steps to my winning day. I know which ones I like to skip. And so I make myself do those first. Right. So I am usually pretty good about, commenting and stuff on people's posts. I don't have it posting or with engaging with people. I'm pretty good about following up and layering exposures and moving them forward and all of that. I avoid like the plague reaching out to 3 people a day, like with that message, because I tell myself stories about I've been doing this for everybody knows I do it. They'll tell me if they want it, whatever. But that's not always the case. So reach out to people. That's what I make myself do first because that's the one that I avoid. So just be aware of yourself and what you avoid. Okay, I am going to put all of those videos and all of these things. If you want me to, I can screen share and show you some of the videos so you have them. But I will put them all in the February thread too, so you have everything and you can save it. If you want to save it in boards, you can save it in boards. If you want to, because some of it's in boards, some of it's not. If you want to save it in your phone, you can save it in your phone. If you want to print it out, you can print it out. Which reminds me, that's why I'm going to have, we can go through questions because I know this was a lot of information for one night. But I really have been feeling that you guys needed this. So I would love, I asked Lori if she would share. And then I don't know if is Allison still on here? Yes, Allison is. Maybe she can share too. I'm going to put her on the spot. But I'm going to have Lori share. She did a binder and she put a binder together and that has been working for her. And so we'll have Lori share that. And then I want Allison to kind of share because she's been really plummeting through the terms very strategically. So she can tell you like any of the Q&As on that too and how it's been working for her. So, okay, ma'am. All right, Lori, go ahead. You're on mute though. You get on mute. You're muted. Can you unmute, Lori? She's trying to figure out how to unmute, I think. I might be able to unmute her. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Ask to unmute. Did it work, Lori? Oh, it's not working. You're muted. I don't know. Okay, well, we cannot hear Miss Lori.
Can you stop your screen share, Kim?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm still sharing it. Oh, I did stop it, I think, didn't I?
Oh, then I don't know why she can't unmute. I can unmute.
Maybe she didn't join the audio part. Did you join the audio, Lori? She must have. Yeah, she did. I don't know.
Lori, are you clicking the little microphone? And it's just not unclicking for you? Yes, you're clicking it and it's not working for you.
Hmm. We can try to read her lips.
I was just gonna say that. You
I
could try to
don't
read it.
know.
She might have to Vanna White her binder.
I know. Oh yeah, can you Vanna White your binder and show it to us?
Can we see it?
She could probably show it to us without talking. And just show what it looks like. I don't know. Now she's stuck. Okay, well,
She's
what-
stuck. Oh no.
I know,
Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
What about Miss Allison? Is Miss Allison there? She might be busy too. Maybe she's not able to chat right now. Okay. All right. Oh,
I'm here.
oh, there you are. Yay.
I had to go to
Perfect.
my I had to go to my privacy setting.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why I couldn't pull it up on my laptop. It was not letting me in with those codes. But
Oh,
on my
interesting.
iPhone it does. So here is my Vanna White. Can you see it, everyone? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you see this? My Vanna White.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Looks great.
The tracker and the whole, all the sections that Kim went through, she helped me make this because my eyes get crazy on computers because I have old eyes. And I work as a nurse on computers. So having to do this also is just really hard on my eyes. So I have all of the sections. So if any of you need a binder made, sure we could put one together for you. And I actually took it out and I did the Thursdays and I filled in my planner with them and the meetings and who I'm going to invite to them. And then it has the section on onboarding and on the opportunity. And then I even have, like, in the back, I have all of the products with the product information. So a lot of my clients are older like me and they like visuals and they like this and they like the information. So it's easier for me to read and then send that to them. And then I have all of the pricing and the PV and the welcome packets. It's really a fantastic resource for me and it works really, really well. And the systems that Kim has been teaching tonight on, I know Allison has been implementing them. And I have been implementing them, and since late January into the 15th of this month, I've been blessed with 6 level 1s and a level 2 so far. So, and that's just, I mean, I was senior gold and will re-rank there hopefully soon, but yeah, these systems that Kim has put in place, you guys, I use Kim all the time now. What would you say here, Kim? What would you say there? And in the beginning, I started 6 months after Kim. So we didn't have those systems in place. And now with the help of Bree and her systems, this works. This works. I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. I'm just doing it like this. And Kim has the gift of the written and the verbal word with her writing minor. So use her, you guys. Any questions on the binder?
You guys good? Okay. Any other questions? Anything anybody needs at all? No, you guys good? Awesome. Well, I'll put this up, the recording up. If you guys have any questions, you know where to find me. I'm here for you. And I'm super proud of you. We're gonna have an awesome, awesome week. Have a good night, guys.